already got the Temu shades on. My eyes still sensitive to light. I just got out the eye doctor and shit. So, but so apparently some things continue to come up in the Diddy case. Kid Cudi will be testifying. I speak on that. Also, Diddy extorted Cassie. Allegedly, all this extorted Cassie allegedly for threatening of releasing a sex tape. So hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, Cash App, Venmo. All that's in the link tree. First link in the description. So the whole Kid Cudi thing, allegedly Diddy had his car blown up because, he was dealing with Cassie after they was done. He didn't want nobody dealing with Cassie, right? Also, there was a rumor that he did the Red from 5 Heartbeats, what he did to Flash. What's my office hours? 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Did the Vanilla Ice. Allegedly, Suge hung him out the window off the balcony to Wale for talking to Cassie. My thing is this. Let me say this. I don't like. To me, that's like a really, really feminine thing to do. Is for a man to desire a woman that was with another dude. Like that to me, that because females do that. Females like guys that got women, flat out. We know that they love. I don't know if it's a primal thing where they smell. I think they smell other women on a man, and that makes him more attractive. The whole wedding ring little thing. But for a man to want to deal with a woman, because he would. To me, dog, that's crazy to me. Now, if they was just naturally attracted to her, so be it. But you know how many Cassies, like she wasn't even a good artist. You know how many Cassies you could see every day? How many, but I get it. You bring regular girls into Hollywood circles, they don't know the procedures. So you get girls that's already been in this Hollywood circles who know the procedures. That's just what it is. That's why they do it, because when you start to get other women that's in Hollywood, that's outside of Hollywood, that's when you start hitting the lawsuits and they start telling, and they don't know the etiquette of being with a dude in the industry. So I get it from that aspect. So there also was another rumor about Cassie that Diddy had did something. It was somebody else he had did something to. Well no. It was rumors that he had, allegedly poisoned Jamie Foxx for whatever reason. I'll be sure has alluded to a couple times that Puff tried to take him out the game. He's alluded that he's taken out Kim Porter, which was alleged, and all this type of stuff. And I mean, I don't know why he still fight for Kim Porter. You married her, and we didn't know that till later. Wrote a song about her, and she did hypergamy. She left you for the dude with money. Cassie was Ryan Leslie. She left Ryan Leslie to be with Diddy. Like I said, they got everything they deserve. They left solid, good men who love them for some paper. Case closed. You signed up for this. Okay? But, Kid Cudi testifying, I mean, so be it. So be it. So be it. He ain't no street rapper. Then this nigga put a dress on, so what do you expect? He put a whole fucking dress on. So it don't surprise me. Some of these people are subpoenaed to take the stand. Some people are willing participants to take the stand. Let me just say this. That motherfucker get loose, he get out of this, people that crossed him, it's gonna be his dying wish or his mission before he goes to that upper room to get y'all back. So it's like with Suge. Everybody had a story about Suge after Suge got like, oh yeah, I bossed up on Suge and Suge tried me and I was, boy, if you know what I'm looking like. So, Kid Cudi gonna take the stand, so be it. Me personally, would I testify? No. I ain't getting involved in that shit. You know what I'm saying? We really had a problem like that where he blew my shit up. I would just take matters into my own hands. Real talk, no matter how much money he had, I just take matters in my own hand. All this over a woman that you didn't want to marry, you didn't want. Man, I love this line by Papoose. What was it? Hate It or Love It remix. He said, I ain't weak in. He said, I ain't killing over no bitch. I ain't weak in the head. I kill his ass because he put his funky feet in my bed. It's the principle. I get it. It's the principle. But so apparently Diddy had a sex tape of Cassie. He threatened to release, and he threatened to release the sex tape if she didn't give him 20 racks. And her mother had to take a mortgage or equity out of her home to pay the 20 racks. So my whole thing, you running around with this nigga doing all this freaky ass 69, you a 69 god, run, you doing all this stuff with this man, and you walking around without 20 racks. You doing all of this. You understand he extorted you, right? You know, y'all ran this fucking sex trafficking alleged ring together. She should be charged too if he's being charged. You said on the stand, I loved him. They said you named your one of your kids after him, right? That says more about the chaotic craziness about her, right? That says the chaotic craziness about old girl. I'm just saying, that says more about her. You love the man that extorted you with a sex act. He had you walking around, you ain't had 20 G's. Probably at the time, that man at least worth $500 million, couple $100 million, depending on what time frame this was. And you walking around, you ain't got 20 racks. Diddy's biggest downfall was he was cheap. He was cheap and arrogant. You had this woman that you was hiring these different sex dudes to have sex with her, and you know, nasty ninja. You know, all these different guys y'all picking to slut her out. They was only paying them $800 for 4 hours. Like, your biggest thing is you was cheap. And you was just nasty. You had this girl walking around, she couldn't even touch 20 G's. She had to sniff behind you like a dog because she ain't had no money. And that's one thing you don't really understand about these dudes with money. You know, they get in trouble and extorted, and this stuff because you cheat. Ain't no way I got a woman like Cassie that know everything about me. Remember at the BT Wars, he thanked Cassie helped him get through Kim Porter death and all that, right? You know what I'm saying? So she has some type of place in your heart. You got this bro walking around, she can't even got 20 G's to touch, bro. Honestly, you need to go to jail for that. This is like a secret USB drive with all your secrets on there. And you got this girl walking around and she ain't got 20 nothing. He need to go to jail for that. If I knew somebody had my seat, I'd make sure they good. How many times you seen brothers take the rap for other brothers to go to prison? They make sure they put money on their books. They make sure they family good. But it is what it is, man. Let me know what y'all think. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Everything inside the link tree. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.